In a rather unique situation out of the Hoboken Housing Authority, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is trying to recoup a measly $95 from an old contract with former Executive Director Carmelo Garcia.
Is this specifically an audit of our executive compensation?
And they do this to all housing authorities.
It seems like, if they haven't come after us in previous years, it seems like they're in some way targeting us.
It's a national effort, and you can go online, you can find the top 3 employees
Yes.
at all the housing authorities. And the thing is that some of them are way over. We're $95 over.
Yeah.
But I think it is safe to say that although they've had this requirement of reporting for some time, and they've had this limit in place for some time, the year 2014 is the first year that they actually went through all this effort. And it's the calendar year 2014, based upon the calendar year compensation related to what they regard as the equivalent federal pay step. The interesting thing about this is that you will recall that we had an anomaly in the year 2014. And although they didn't go back to, for example, 12 or 13, and I'm not suggesting that they do, the numbers might be much more out of shape for those, but they're not targeting us. They just happen to pick us up in this national effort. But I think that we independently should look at whether or not we were over for any other year. And the issue still is the same, whether HUD demanded the payment back or not.
I'm pretty sure that we actually, I don't recall, well, I'm not going to talk about this, right? So what was the salary? What was the former executive director's salary in 2014 in the contract?
I don't have it in my head, but I know it wasn't this number.
It wasn't, it was more than this number?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
In case anybody wanted to send me a letter saying that I improperly in a debate brought up the level of compensation somebody was receiving and maybe referred to the level of compensation of the governor of the state of New Jersey, the head of HUD on the federal level, or the vice president of the United States makes. I think this correspondence from HUD makes it apparent that I wasn't overzealous in pointing out those discrepancies.
So there was one thing that I noticed. There was quite a number of things regarding the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Of course, most people know them as HUD. One thing I know is they were trying to get reimbursement from the authority. Could you give us a little clarification on what exactly is happening in that realm?
Yes, back in 2014, apparently the Housing Authority gave the existing executive director at that time a little more compensation than was allowed under their regulation. So they came and took a look at it, and by their calculation, the Housing Authority had paid the previous executive director for that year $95 more than it should have. And so it's asking for that $95 back.
I mean, do you find that as a regular? I mean, in the scheme of things, that's an extremely small number.
It sure is, but Congress passed a law a number of years back regulating the pay of Housing Authority executive directors, and they've put a cap on that amount, and you can't go over that cap. And they're serious about it. They will take that back. My understanding is that some housing authorities in the state have reimbursements totaling in the 20s of thousands of dollars, $10,000, $20,000, and we're certainly not in that category.
I'm John Hudis with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.
Howard Davis?
Yes. Oops, sorry. No, you go, please. Sorry.
Dean King?
Yes.
Dean Mello?
Yes.
Jay Rodriguez?
No.
Jay Sanford? D. Weaver?